relationships. Let's talk about it. So Claressa Shields spent Christmas alone this year. And not only did she spend Christmas alone, she didn't even have a gift to open on Christmas from Papoose. But you know who did have a gift to open in Papoose on Christmas? Remy Ma, his wife. Why? Because they still have a family. See, word on the street is Remy and Papoose is working on getting back together. And the sad thing about it is Claressa has been doing so much to prove that this man loves her. It's just showing how much he loves Remy.
I just want to know, is this okay? Y'all, did y'all just see when Claressa Shields was in the LV store? Bought the bags. Then she go home to make it seem like Papoose got it for her for Christmas. She literally was just in the store, sitting down, counting her money, posting the receipts. Can somebody check on her to make sure she okay?
This is nice!
Rich.
Throughout the holiday season, black women have been making fun of Claressa Shields. Why? Because people saw that Papoose wasn't with her on Christmas Day. People immediately began claiming he was with Remy and his youngest kid. That was untrue, Claressa retorted with a clap. Papoose spent Christmas with his mother and family, according to her. For young girls in their 20s, late 20s, or even early 30s, let me state that a man is not your man if he isn't spending holidays with you and isn't deployed, a first responder on duty, or working at the airport or anywhere else. Indeed, not all of you. Not your own. You don't have the relationship you believe you do. Either that or you're lying to yourself and trapped in a poisonous situation. Let's be more precise now. Papoose is still wed. According to what I hear, his divorce from Remy was never finalized. That is the first issue. Stop interacting with married men, ladies, particularly men who require you to help them get out of another arrangement because they're having financial difficulties, as well as those who have excuses and pinned documentation. I assure you that karma always comes full circle. Always. And this is a circus when you include several children from several moms. No one is ever completely composed. It's not a single big contented family. It's a broken family. Whether they're angry or just messy, it feels like Frankenstein. Regarding Remy, let's be absolutely clear. She cheated first. I'm not sure what's going on between her and that babbling idiot from Philadelphia. Yes, with assistance, Remy cheated on Papoose. Just a few years ago, she took the battle rapper, cleaned him up, placed him on the payroll, and spent holidays with him. After being humiliated in public, Papoose was finally expected to move on. Next, going to Claressa Shields. I told Claressa that this wasn't right for her right away. Why? Unresolved baggage to start. Men who are married are completely off limits. Then too many failures. Unfinished business, public humiliation, and anarchy accompany Papoose. Furthermore, Claressa had no justification for participating in that and becoming public. I apologize, but both Remy and Papoose are failures. Selling a black love image was their only success, but it completely fell apart when the infidelity was revealed. Nothing but poor choices and poor optics after that. That time has passed. Consider it. Pat is a rapper, yes. However, he never had a prosperous rap career, and he hasn't done anything else. 20 years ago, I was freestyling on 10 and Park without paying any bills.
Remy is a failure as well. During her prime, she abandoned her entire musical career in order to go to jail. By the way, she ended up there due to her own activities. However, she was incarcerated at her peak. It seemed as though she had missed the train and had been attempting to double dutch her way back in for years after she got out. In addition to being a drama-loving mother, her son followed in her footsteps and is currently at Rikers. Conversely, Claressa has been successful since she was a teenager. Consecutive gold medals at the Olympics, the only person in her lane to have ever done it. Unbeaten, several weight classes, years of discipline, genuine sacrifice, and genuine achievements. It doesn't matter if people like her personality or not. Her resume is self-explanatory. Additionally, you must comprehend the work she is doing. You don't succeed by being popular. You had to stop talking or put up. Without a doubt, Claressa has been demonstrating her abilities for years. I told you all right away how much I detested this for her because of this. There should be no controversy involving the baby daddy and baby mama. When Papoose and Ringy appear, Claressa, who is not a sister wife sharing men, becomes the main character in their pitiful love and hip-hop opera. She has no business among these losers, which is quite disappointing. These are losers attempting to take advantage of a winner, ride off of her achievements, commitment, hard work, and focus, and all they're doing at the moment is undermining her. However, Claressa, you are not a victim in this situation, since you are the one engaging in this toxic triangle that women find themselves in when they interact with men, wives, and baby moms. All of this occurred in his life before your arrival, so you are the one who decides to be inside the polygon. After baby mother number 1, everyone will need to hold themselves accountable, as I have been preaching for years. The issue is that due to your delusions, you end up in circumstances like this, believing that you are superior to other women, or that you can compete with them. Seeing Claressa entangled in Remy and Papoose nonsense, I must say, can you all imagine someone like Dominique Dawes in the past? Do you recall her dating someone like Future? No, you are undermining the legacy. We're talking about a top-tier, top-level skill here, generational talent. So I don't like that. It's providing family dollars. Furthermore, they are playing in her face. In late 2025, Claressa signed the largest contract of her career for $8 million. She has been fighting for it since her Olympic days, so congratulations to her. She has consistently won, but she doesn't receive the same level of financial respect. There are now rumors circulating that Papoose received a $1.6 million cut from the transaction. And let's face it, if that's the case, it's quite likely that the ostentatious presence she was flaunting came from that money. However, the current shopping that Remy was apparently doing with Papoose in the background also sprang from that pool, which ultimately led to Claressa. People are claiming that she is being played because of this. The accusation was not made out of thin air. This particular video served as the inspiration.
Brother, Papoose is always here before the New Year.
Oh, that one that y'all see that be dragging on the floor, all the colors, that's a Remy special.
And that was the beginning of our amazing friendship. I'm so lucky to meet you, and I think that we're gonna be friends forever, right?
And we're going to be friends forever.
And our friendship will last a lifetime. Remy reportedly recorded a little promotional video with the proprietor of a fur coat store. However, others began pointing out that Papoose appeared in another video with the same owner. On the same day, the owner wore the same attire. They immediately made the connection and declared, oh, they were both together. Subsequently, the online investigators claimed to have heard Papoose's voice in the background of Remy's shopping videos. People discovered Papoose wasn't actually with their daughter. Rather, he was shopping with Remy and spending money on her by herself. And pay attention, you have to choose a plot. Either Papoose is broke and has no money, or he is surreptitiously spending money on Remy in front of Claressa. To find out which one it is, I need additional proof. Now, that would explain where the shopping money came from if it is true that he negotiated Claressa's arrangement and took home $1.6 million. That would also account for him telling Claressa that he spent Christmas with his mother, while conveniently omitting the part about him hanging out with Remy when they announced their separation more than a year earlier. Additionally, I haven't heard anything recently regarding Remy and that Philadelphia block captain guy. The fact that she is supposedly going back to Papoose after cheating on him with that man for years and ruining her own marriage suggests that either that scenario faded out or there's a problem there. Let's return to the shopping excursion. Remy magically leaves the store, the fur coat store, or any other location they visited. Surprisingly, a camera was waiting for them. It was either TMZ or someone else. Remy didn't appear surprised. Here, we must be extremely explicit. This was arranged. Paparazzi, They are not unintentionally stalking a flawless rapper in a random store. When I tell you that the camera was called, pay attention. Because of this, everything is beginning to appear to be part of Todd's strategy. With the booty to you. Remy thus had a brief opportunity to share with the world how wonderful her co-parenting relationship with her spouse, who is still legally married, is. It's possible that Remy is content with his current circumstances, because she may now have all the men and women in her bed, according to Papoose and the accusations he made against her, and she can still claim that every time she calls him, he appears as though she still has him on a string or something. She was able to appear outside the store for this fictitious, spontaneous interview because she wanted to project that exact image to the paparazzi.
Co-parenting, right? How is that going? I know we spoke to you before about that. I know that there have been some new things that have kind of thrown in the mix, but how is it currently?
Co-parenting is easy when you have an unproblematic woman like yourself involved. I don't have no problems. I call, he come.
For this reason, I believe that both of them are currently playing in Clarissa's face. Remy is obviously attempting to demonstrate to Claressa that she and Papoose are still legally wed despite their separation. For this reason, I frequently advise young ladies, I don't care what he told you, it's all a lie 9 times out of 10. Avoid being sucked into married people's turmoil because you'll be paying a heavy price eventually. Second, Remy is actually telling people that she can make him jump and move whenever she pleases. And third, she could have him, and she would if she decided she wanted him back immediately, giving many people the impression that they were already back together. She's also strutting around to make sure Claressa sees it. Yes, she is attempting to convince her that Money Pap is sharing with her anything he touches through Claressa. And Claressa, this is precisely the reason I told you in 2024 that it was never a good idea to deal with these chaotic people. I would never suggest that a lady get involved in something like this, especially if she had no children, no baggage, and nothing to lose. I'm not just speaking to Claressa, so pay attention. Because she isn't accustomed to having people around her who can be honest with her about circumstances like these, she will be stubborn. Her mother is unable to give her advice. She is not competent. The other ladies in her immediate vicinity are also unfit. They either need her to remain perplexed in order to profit off her, or they are all incompetent. Alternatively, they may be too afraid to tell her the truth for fear of losing their job. I'm not like that. I am able to be honest with you. Furthermore, it has nothing to do with disliking her. In this department, I just know exactly what I'm talking about. This is the lesson, ladies. Don't act like Claressa in this circumstance. You will begin to lose as well if you are a winner and you hang out with losers. Sometimes you could believe that you can raise others to your level without realizing that they weren't meant for you. They didn't work hard. They are undeserving of it. They are not being lifted up by you. You're allowing them to drag you down. And since I am aware of what Claressa had to go through to get her current position, I truly detest it for her and the ongoing challenges she faces. She received nothing. You are responsible for everything when participating in individual sports. It's on you when you prevail. It's your fault if you lose. It's also your fault, Claressa, if she continues to support a married man who hasn't filed for divorce. Additionally, Claressa has been the target since she had no business becoming engaged in this area in the first place. After putting in a lifetime of effort to avoid becoming like these people, you're joining a group of sister wives and baby moms. Just because you're accustomed to seeing other black ladies seated at that table doesn't mean you have to. No, that story is not necessary. For the record, Papoose is not losing anything. In any case, he has nothing to lose. He benefits from his attachment to Claressa. Additionally, Remy has nothing to lose. No one is purchasing her music, she doesn't perform on tour, no one is keeping an eye on her life. Additionally, the little rap battle stuff she's endorsing isn't doing as well as many think. Indeed, they are both currently subsisting on Claressa's achievements. Ultimately, this is the reason you avoid dealing with married males. Once more, what he told you is irrelevant to me. We refer to them as falsehoods. You believe you can skip down the brick road unharmed, even if he actually divorced his wife on your behalf. No, you will always receive the bill when it becomes due. Will you make the payment now or at a later time? However, karma will be gathered. Additionally, Claressa is now covering the cost. The public disdain, humiliation, and disgrace, some of which comes from them and some of which she inflicts on herself, since she's working so hard to disprove everyone. After the entire Christmas turmoil, Claressa posted a picture of herself with Papoose to welcome the new year.
I am unable to. Hang it up, girl. Cut your losses now, whatever you have to do. Don't commit yourself to this circumstance indefinitely. Avoid being careless by getting pregnant by another woman's spouse, especially if there is already a covert effort underway to reunite them. Additionally, there are indications of a potential reconciliation. The divorce is being canceled because of the way they showed up shopping together. Indeed, they are both portraying Claressa and carrying out Todd's entire plan.
However, Claressa is not a victim in this situation. She made this